If you haven't had an opportunity to watch episode 2 of Marvel's Daredevil, stop listening now, major spoilers, here we go. Murdock makes a near fatal error while trying to save a kidnapped boy and finds an unlikely ally when he needs saving himself. Season 1, episode 2 is called Cut Man, and finally we get to see Rosario Dawson, who's playing the role of Claire Temple, and she's literally like his cut man. She's someone that gets him healed back up, saves his life after she finds him inside of a dumpster, kind of dumped and left for dead. This one was kind of strange once again, man, with the relationship between Foggy and Karen. I think Foggy likes Karen, which is strange. It's just strange, man. I don't know. I mean, obviously, you know, we're talking about Deborah Ann Wool. I mean, she's baby Jessica Vamp, you know what I'm saying? The baby Vamp from True Blood. So, like, you're going to be attracted to her, period. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's some weird stuff going on there. I don't know. But anyway, Foggy takes Karen out to drinks, and Karen is definitely still worried about the people that are trying to get to her. Now, Daredevil, he goes on this mission, Matthew Murdock, he goes on this mission to investigate this kid that was taken. At the beginning of the episode, you can see like this father that's at a stoplight or something like that with his son. Son's in the back. The dad stops. All of a sudden, this white van pulls up beside him, or in front of him, actually, cuts him off. The dude comes over there, breaks the windshield, pulls the dad out. They kick him. They beat him with some Russian dudes. And the Russian dudes that look like the same dudes are from a similar gang as the dudes that were on the roof inside of episode 1, talking to, it looked like Kingpin's henchman or something like that. And then there's also this Chinese lady that's inside of Hell's Kitchen. So there's a lot of different gangs and stuff that are working. You got like Russians, Asians, and then Kingpin's guys that are probably running Hell's Kitchen, and they all want a piece of it. Also at the end of one of the episodes, they showed like this construction that was going to be going on inside of Hell's Kitchen. So that's going to be very interesting to see where that goes. Anyway, man, we get to see Daredevil pretty much kicking ass, man. If you saw the movie John Wick, and you remember how long John Wick's sequences, his fight sequences are, and how it seems as if they're one fluid motion. They're all filmed within, I guess, maybe like 2 to 3 minutes. The fights are that long. That's what we get at the end of this episode inside of Cutman, is a fucking ridiculously long fight. And what's crazy about it is, like, you think that Daredevil was like done, he's out of breath, but the dude keeps coming. He'll be tired as hell, but as soon as somebody stands up, it's like, I don't know, his senses give him power. I don't know, man. It's some supernatural, superhuman shit. I've never seen Daredevil like this, man. And I think that they captured Daredevil perfectly as far as what Frank Miller had and what the comic books have had, man. Like, this dude is a man, literally a man without fear. And we understand a little bit about that, man. Like, he got a lot of those lessons from his father. And we understand that his father made some really, really bad decisions, man. And it cost him his life in the end when he was about to fight Krill. He ends up, well, before he fights Krill, some Russian dudes come up to him or whatever, and they say, listen, you need to fall down and take a dive in like the 5th round. He's like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. But then after that, the last minute, he turns his bets all back on himself. He bets on himself, I don't know, probably like $1,000,000 to 1, probably makes a couple of $1 billion in the process, or a couple $1 million in the process, leaves it all to his son, and then knocks out Krill. And then after that, he gets shot inside the locker room, or what we thought was going to be the locker room. They actually did a nice transition segue. And what was weird about it is that Murdock's father got killed in the alleyway, just like Bruce Wayne's parents. It's really, really strange. So maybe, I don't know, Daredevil is Marvel's Batman. I don't know. But it was really, really one of those moments where I was just like, what the hell? I got a little frustrated because I was like, there's no way a police officer is going to, walk up. He's like, he's a blind kid, and he yells out, I think that's my dad. Well, the fucking kid is blind, so how the hell could he know that? So you're going to say that as an officer. You're like, look, you little shit, sit back and let us do our job or whatever. Anyway, the little Murdock ran through, and he ran through the crime scene. The other cop was like, hey, where are you going? or hey, come back here, but he didn't chase after him. And then the young Murdock, bends down towards his father and starts feeling his face, and his face is full of blood. And it's just one of those scenes. I don't know, man. I guess for me, I just want to protect the kids. I think that's very important. And it seemed like the police officer didn't protect the kids, so I was a little bit pissed because, now the kid has to live with that. And we know that that's a post-traumatic stress disorder, man. That's a very traumatic event inside of a young Maddie's life. And now he has to go deal with that. But it kind of shows the character of the Daredevil, and a little bit more shows how he doesn't forget a whole bunch of stuff, man, and his senses are so heightened. Like he has a lot of experience at a young age, man, especially with the loss of his father. When his father died, he got on the phone and he called up this lady and said, "Maddie's gonna need you now more than ever." And then after that, he was shot. I don't know who that lady is. We'll probably see if we find out later on. Claire helps him, get back into to good health. She patches him up. There's this detective that comes and knocks all over the doors. It's crazy because at this point, Daredevil, Matthew Murdock, he can actually smell the guy, this Russian dude, coming all the way up the flights of steps. He can smell him on like the 4th floor, and he's coming up and he's knocking on every single door. And then we have this really, really cool sequence where he asks the character of Claire Temple, who's played by Rosario Dawson. He says, "Do you think that he saw me, or did you think that he trusts you, or anything like that?" And then she's like, "No, well, he's gone now." And then after that, I guess he hears like his heart racing or something, or hears him on the phone, and he says he didn't believe you. So he runs outside. He grabs this fire extinguisher. He holds it over the ledge of the staircase. The Russian dude is running down the steps. He's like on, like level 3 by that time. Once he gets down to the bottom of the steps and he can hear him, he drops the damn fire extinguisher and he hits the damn Russian over the head with it. And there's blood all over the ground and stuff like that. Now, it was one of those moments again, man, where I don't know who the hell thought of this. If someone drops a fucking fire extinguisher that is for, apartment safety, it's not going to be a small fire extinguisher. The fucking fire extinguisher is pretty big. If I drop that from the 4th floor, or excuse me, if I drop that from like the 6th floor, because if you heard him on the 4th floor, that means that he's not that you're not on the 4th floor. You're not located on the 4th floor. You're located above the 4th floor. So if I drop that from the 4th floor or the 6th floor and it hits you in your head, you are going to die. There is no other way to get around that. But anyway, I guess maybe it's like a plot point or something just to hit their mark. They had to take the guy up on the roof and stuff, and then after that, that kind of interrogated him. That would also show you, how fearless Daredevil is, and also it gives the writers an opportunity to write in this. And they said that tonight, or not tonight, but on episode 2, they said, I'm a man without fear. You have to be a man without fear, and I'll show you how to, do the acts without fear or whatever. It was just crazy, man. Crazy. He just smashed his damn brains in. He should have been dead, but they were able to torture him and stuff, and they showed torture and everything, man. Like I said, this isn't no Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is like Marvel's Netflix television universe, and there's blood, there's guts, there's shooting, there's murder, there's mayhem, and I absolutely love it. I respect it. I think it's about damn time. I think Marvel was so damn kiddie-ish, and that's why I didn't like the Phase 2. And hopefully Avengers Age of Ultron will be dark as shit where some people die, man. And I hope that in this Daredevil TV show, I hope that we lose somebody by episode 5. I hope one of the main characters gets killed off. That's just how I feel, man, because it feels real. It feels like you're really inside of Hell's Kitchen. And Hell's Kitchen shouldn't be a nice ride. It should be murder, destruction, it should be chaos. That's what it should be, and I really want to see that, man. I really want to see that. Really dope scenes, man. Fight scenes, man, to rescue the kid. There was a fight scene for about almost like 3 to 4 minutes, man. It was really crazy fight sequence. Dude runs inside this room, closes the door behind him. All of a sudden, you hear like all these people getting thrown around and stuff. Gunshots going off. All of a sudden, the door gets broken back. It gets like some dude flies through the door, and then the door lands on it, like on the ledge, on the wall. And then after that, you see Daredevil come out there, and then he jumps off the wall, does this elbow drop kick, does a whole bunch of crazy parkour stuff, man, and crazy, you know, kung fu looking moves, man, and just breaks these dudes down, man. Then he rescues the kid, man, and that's it. That's the whole entire episode, man, and it's good, man. And once again, man, I gotta give the cut, man. I gotta give it, man, 9 out of 10 stars, man, just because of the fire extinguisher incident. That's the same, you know, foolishness that we saw inside of Into the Ring. They had another incident where they had someone some character doing something that they shouldn't have done. I was a little bit less lenient on episode 1, but episode 2, we only got like 10 episodes, man. So like, you know, there's no time to be playing around with stuff like that. If an object hits a person or someone gets shot, the chance of them surviving that crap, man, is just slim to none, man. So let's just be real with it. But yeah, 9 out of 10 stars. I think it's still a good one, man. I think it's really a good one. Another reason why I give it the 9 out of 10 is because Claire Temple's character. There's no way in hell, man, that I'm gonna see you torture some dude unless you have a hidden agenda or some hidden motive. That I'm gonna teach you how to place a blade in somebody's eye and hit their socket, and then they'll tell you the truth. I'm not gonna be a conspiracy theorist or excuse me, like I'm not gonna be someone that is you know, like, I don't know, put on like the death row sentence for murder, because that's what you are, man. You know what I'm saying? You're a witness to the crime. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you know, you're part of it, man. It doesn't make any sense, man. But yeah, that's okay though. Maybe she has like a higher power or a higher calling or something like that. I don't know. I'm tired as hell, man. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. I gotta go to bed, man. Right there, guys. Thanks again for watching.